Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Maya, and in today's video, I want to touch on the subject of rejection. I feel like it's something every human being has struggled with, and maybe you're currently struggling with the fear of rejection. And you know, there was a time in my life where I feared rejection, and so much so that I actually was never able to be myself. I held so much fear of someone not liking me for who I am that I had to put on masks of what I thought people would like. And you guys are doing the biggest disservice to yourself when you do that. Now, rejection is something I'm making this video more so towards men because I feel like men struggle with rejection a lot. I feel like it's really hard to be in this society, just for women and men in general. But I feel like it's even more so hard for men because, you know, everything's, dating's weird. Dating's super weird in this generation. Everything's online. Everything's digital. If you come up to a woman, it's dangerous now because maybe she'll think you're a weirdo or whatever. People are delusional in not the healthiest ways. So I want to speak some motivation into you men. I want to recenter you in your own worth and that rejection is a part of life. We can't actually get away from rejection. But this is the key part to understanding rejection. Rejection is really redirection. And I bet you've heard that quote before. I didn't make it, but it's very true. First things first, you guys. First things first, if you have a fear of being rejected. You have this fear of being rejected because you've already rejected yourself. You can only fear rejection if you reject yourself. That's the only way you can fear rejection because you've already rejected who you are. You've already rejected yourself. If you guys can show up just as who you are, if you guys can accept yourself, if you guys can actually return to your own self-worth, because men nowadays don't have a lot of self-worth. They don't. They find their worth in the types of women they attract or their money, and they don't actually remember their just innate worth as being a man. It's not good enough in today's society. Women really make that clear to you guys too. You just being a man is not good enough. You gotta provide all this stuff to these women or you're nothing. Now, that can be the case for some women, but also some women actually really do appreciate just a man who's striving to be better, and that's enough. So anyways, I just wanted to preface that. But back to what I was saying. Your fear of rejection comes from you first rejecting yourself. Maybe you reject yourself because you don't feel good enough as a man. Maybe because you're scared that, women won't like you or women will reject you just for as you are because, like I said, you're not good enough in today's society. And the list can go on and on and on. But please understand this. It is your responsibility to accept yourself. Accept yourself so then you don't reject yourself. Accept yourself so you don't reject yourself. Now listen, you as a man, I think it's super important that you guys can be comfortable with being rejected. It's part of being a human being. So if you're fearing rejection from a woman, let's say, if you want to go up to her on the street or reach out to her and whatever, if she rejects you, take that as a blessing. We take rejection as a bad thing. Rejection to me is a beautiful thing. If someone rejects me, I'm not for that person. And that will lead you down a better path. We take things way too personally, you guys, way too personally. And if you already have this fear in your mind and you attach to this fear of rejection, you will actually subconsciously attract people who will reject you just so you can get back in touch with where you are rejecting yourself. So then you can further adapt a relationship with yourself that is not fearful of rejection because you haven't rejected yourself. And I know I'm repeating myself, but it's really that simple. Just stop rejecting yourself every day. Stop making the society make you less of a man. Stop being weak. It is a man's job, and I think it's so attractive when a man has confidence. Confidence in a man is sexy, and not confidence in an egotistical way. I think men who showcase their worth through money are really just tacky people. I'm sorry, that's a personal preference. I love a man just in like jeans and a white t-shirt, maybe some work boots. And it's just like really chill in his like demeanor. I love that. I love humbleness. I love it. And a good woman will like these things. She won't care about, now listen, you should be having direction in your life. You should, want better for yourself and for the woman you want to be in a relationship with. Because I think that's your duty as a man. And we should celebrate that because that's a huge purpose for you. That's a God-given purpose you have. You're just born into as a man. So we really have to get re-centered in our worth, you as a man. And this is why I preach semen retention, because it's a great way to develop self-confidence, to change your self-concept, and to rise higher out of your weak thoughts that are just self-depleting in numerous ways. So back to my point though. Never fear rejection. When you fear rejection, you are running away from yourself and you're not accepting yourself. Because a true man, if someone rejects him, no sweat. All right, I'm going to just move on with my day. Whatever. If it's making you upset that a woman rejects you, it's not that woman. It's just you being upset with yourself for rejecting yourself. Like really, that's all I want to say in this video. I don't really have anything else to say. Because it is really simple. For me, I've gotten to a point where I've totally accepted myself. I've totally grasped my own worth. That if anyone doesn't want to be with me, if anyone doesn't even like me, if someone doesn't like whatever, it's all good. It's actually all good. Because you've just redirected me into another timeline that will actually serve my highest good. And please stop identifying and putting on masks for people that will never even get the opportunity to see you for who you are. So rejection is going to get real tricky when you're not showing up as just being who you are in your own self-worth, and you're just identifying to these masks that you put on for other women to like you, etc. That's a recipe for rejection, because you can't put that mask. It's going to catch up to you. You not being yourself will catch up to you. So it's so much easier to do the work on just accepting yourself as a man. And when you go out in today's society, show up in self-confidence, know your worth, and a woman will be able to pick up on your own self-worth. And that's always attractive to a woman. Always. She'll sense it. So instead of fearing rejection, start accepting yourself, start doing the self-concept work. And I'm not like delusional to the fact too, you guys, don't accept yourself in poor habits. You shouldn't be accepting that. You should always strive for wanting better for yourself. You should strive for, having a healthy lifestyle. That's something I preach. And when you can actually give back to yourself in maybe the ways that you're craving a woman to give to you, you can give that to yourself. You will be a shining light on this earth. Anyone who gives to themselves what they're seeking from others, they've really won in this life because they've leveled up out of lack consciousness. And lack consciousness is not even regarding money. Lack consciousness can be a lack of self-love, a lack of self-worth, a lack of remembering who you are and your innate worth. But you cannot be in your God essence while doing unhealthy things. Even you have to be aware of the food you eat, you guys. The food you eat, the drugs you take, the alcohol you consume will make you low vibrational. So when you're low vibrational, you'll just be attracting low vibrational things. If you're wanting high vibrational women in your life, or just a high vibrational life, change up your internal dialogue. Feed your body with healthy nutrients. We complicate things way too much. We get way too in our heads of, oh, well, I'm rejected because mommy and daddy rejected me when I was 2, so now I'm just not worthy of love at all. I will accept shit behavior from women because that's what I grew up with. Stop using your childhood as an excuse. I hate that. I have sympathy for it, I do. But you have to realize the only thing that keeps us in the past is thought. So stop identifying to thoughts that are not serving you and watch your life change. Watch your internal mind shift. I don't care what the hell you look like. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you got. If you are striving to be a better man, if you are working on your purpose, working on your vision, working on your health, working on being a better example of what masculinity is in today's society, your self-concept should be one of God because you're doing God's work. Stop complicating it, okay? Stop taking things so personally as a man. The only thing you should take personally as a man is how this society is treating men. So don't treat yourself the same way society treats men. Level up. Rise up. And when you rise up, you will actually rise into the new earth, which is a high vibrational earth. And then you can meet people on that path of high vibration, and you won't be constantly reminded of low vibrational people and women in your life. It's really that simple. So I'm rooting for you guys, and look yourself in the mirror every day, and see the light in your eyes. See the God that's looking back at you. The most powerful creator of all, that created this planet, that created you, and that can create, I don't know, maybe the woman of your dreams or the life of your dreams. Stay committed to those visions, not the visions of the past, not the visions that you don't even want to attract. Stop that. Just stop it. And you guys are worthy, and I love you, and I bless you, and I really do. I wish the best for you guys, because when you guys can shift your life, I believe that women will follow in a man's leadership, as it always has been. So this is why I like to speak life into you guys, because I really do believe it's a responsibility that you guys have forgotten as men, is to lead. So lead your life before you lead the pack, and then you can show up in leadership, and then we can make a difference in today's society. And y'all got to stop rejecting your life force energy into things that will make you weak. Side note, gotta preach about semen retention though, almost in every video, because it's so crucial for men nowadays to remember your worth. And you can do that by remembering the power of the universe that is within your semen. Very simple. So I love you, I accept you, and I wish y'all the best. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.